And it says, we learned a lot about the good traits of masculine men. What are some of the challenges in dating a masculine man? What masculine personality traits should a woman be aware of that could derail a relationship? Well, if you want to be feminine, right, which is usually the best scenario for most women, is to be in their feminine if they're dating a masculine man. It's the challenges that most women have is usually letting men walk all over them, right? Because what a masculine man's going to do is he's going to try to get his way. That's what he wants. That's what masculine men do. They're dominant. They try to get their way. They try to push past your boundaries. And so you need to value yourself highly. That's why I talk so much. That's why I'm always talking about valuing yourself. You need to respect and value yourself and make sure you are a strong communicator, have strong boundaries. Don't let a man get things that you don't want to give him, and don't do things that you're not comfortable with. Don't let a man do stuff just because he wants to do stuff, right? Like there's a woman in the community, I think it was yesterday, who was talking about like, oh, this guy, he like, took me to do, on our first date, he like took me to do this, and then he took me to do that, and then he like did all these other things, and I'm like meeting his aunt, and I'm like doing all this stuff, on the first date, right? And like I went over to his house, right? And it's like, why are you letting him do all that, right? You know what I mean? Like she's probably coming from her feminine, almost certainly. He's almost certainly coming from his masculine, right? And he's like taking her, and he's like, he might be a little love drunk or whatever. And so he's like, I'm taking her, I'm going to show her my parents. And, me, like a first date, you can meet all my parents, right? Like, meet my parents, my whole family. I'm going to take you down to a pig picking. You're going to meet, Uncle Benji, and, like we're going to hang out and play some banjo, and you're just like, wait, maybe we should take things a little bit slower, right? And so you want to know what your boundaries are, what works for you, what doesn't work for you. Slow men down a little bit, make sure that you're doing all the things that we talk about in the Forever Woman program and, the Forever Man program, or whichever programs you have. And make sure that you're doing all the right things, right? You want to do all the right things, still ask them the right questions, still, do all that, right? Like the only dangers or the only challenges you're going to have is that masculine men tend to be dominant, and they tend to want to get what it is that they want, and they go after it, right? And so you need to make sure you have strong boundaries, and that you're being smart, and that you're taking care of yourself.